What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today, we've got some great information for you guys, but before we get into that, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. You guys are freaking awesome. We've been having a blast going through Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle on our 100% playthrough. I also want to announce, make sure you check out my channel. There seems to be a bug going on around with YouTube with notifications as far as what goes to your sub box or not, and I upload quite a bit of videos a day, anywhere from 3 to 4, and with live streams you're pretty much always going to get 4+ videos. So just make sure you actually go to my channel, go to my page, and see what videos are up so you don't miss any of the information, because a lot of the news is coming out a lot faster than a lot of places can cover, especially a video news outlet like myself. So I make a lot of videos in order to keep up with all the news that I think is relevant to you guys. So please make sure you hit the bell notification right there, right by the subscribe bar, but also make sure you check out my page pretty much every single day. I upload throughout the day, pretty much every 4 to 6 hours you're going to see a brand new video starting from the early morning PT time. So just make sure you check it out, and thank you so much for all the continued support. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle update number 1. We finally got the full patch notes as far as what's going on there. And I talked about this a little bit, how there is an update, or as far as a day 1 update to the game, but it was pretty small, about 100 megabytes. It literally took me a couple seconds to download it, but now we actually have details on what that is about. So I'm going to go over some of the main things here, because some of this stuff is actually significant and greatly improves the experience. So you definitely want to make sure that if you're picking up the game, make sure you remember to download it right there on your home menu. Just go ahead and press the select button and then go to software update. Then you'll be able to download the software update right there, and make sure you have that installed beforehand. So let's get into some of it here. So overall, basically what they said here is overall game stability, audio, UI, and localization have been improved. Gameplay, the skill tree reset is now free. You don't have to pay for it, so that's actually pretty good. Before, I'm thinking that you probably had to pay to reset all your skills. Now you can just reset your skills whenever you want. Tactical camera is now displaying deployable info card just like it does for the heroes, enemies, etc., which is also a very big update. The boss's AI has been improved. Some collision issues in exploration phase have been fixed. Minor gameplay glitches have been fixed. Systems, you can now select supported language when you launch the game for the first time. You can now select the story mode and the supported languages via the main menu. You can now view the available additional contents. AOC in the main menu. Russian, traditional, and simplified Chinese have been added into the supported languages. Here are some of the graphics updates. 2D weapon icons have been updated to fit with 3D model aspects. Level of details have been improved in exploration phase. At the end of the combat, the reward board is now in 3D, and feedbacks have been improved. Technics preview has been improved during battle. Cinematics, one scene has been added after completing the main adventure. One scene has been added when a player has reached 100% completion, save, and return to Peach's castle. So these are all actually really great updates that improve the experience. A lot of this stuff as far as cleaning up the stuff in the overworld, collision detection, adding in the skill resets for free, those are things that are actually quite big. So the fact that it was 100 megabytes had everyone thinking that it was really nothing, but no, those are significant updates that actually make the game much more enjoyable, that I enjoyed from the very beginning. Maybe some of the reviewers out there weren't able to enjoy that when they're going through. Maybe their scores could have been a little bit higher, but I think just the base package of the game is overall solid, so I don't think it would have made much of a difference. But I am absolutely loving Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I put another 3 hours into it yesterday in terms of my live stream. I put an hour and a half or so into it that day, and I am just having so much fun romping through with Mario, Luigi, and the Princess Peach Rabbit and everything. The skill tree is awesome. I love the fact that they did that. The pixel pack that you get with some of them, I'm not sure if everyone got it, but it seems like so many people got it. The pixel pack is really cool, nice weapons, but it's still challenging. Even in the early games, some of the mid-bosses and the bosses for the stages were actually really challenging, and I actually died on one of them when I was live streaming. So I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for the future for it, because this absolutely works. It's brilliant to play, it's fun, it's smooth. There's not more things that I can say about how good Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is. Simple, but has a lot of depth. So I'm loving the game. What do you guys think about Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle in addition to these updates here? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here, we have some big news coming out of Harmonix, which they have announced Super Beat Sports for the Nintendo Switch. And this is a collection of 5 sports-themed mini-games, so a very interesting and unique concept. So Harmonix has announced Super Beat Sports, a collection of 5 sports-themed mini-games in which everything is musical for the Nintendo Switch. It will launch this fall exclusively. Here's an overview of the game via Harmonix. What is Super Beat Sports? Super Beat Sports is a collection of 5 sports-themed mini-games with a twist. Everything is musical. That means you'll need to swing, volley, and score to the music in order to come out on top. Multiplayer everywhere. Team up or face off. Play Super Beat Sports with up to 3 friends. Whether it's handheld or docked, the competition will be out of this world. Key features: 5 sports-themed mini-games to test your rhythmic reflexes. Play solo or with up to 3 friends. Intuitive controls allow for horizontal or vertical Joy-Con or the Pro Controller. Unlock new difficulty levels and compete for high scores. Customize your slugger's outfit and bat. Go traditional or try something special. Now, there were 2 trailers as far as a gameplay one and just kind of like a weird Cartoon Network style of trailer for the game, but this definitely has a Cartoon Network type of vibe. For those who don't know, Harmonix is a big name in the industry because they're the ones who essentially catapulted the whole music, like Guitar Hero, Rock Band style of game. Harmonix was a big player. Rock Band was one of their big babies too that sold so much and did so well in the 7th generation on the Wii, on the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360. Those games were unstoppable, just selling millions in plastic equipment and everything, and then things fell off quite hard. Pretty bad. I mean, they dropped off a cliff. They didn't just drop off like slowly, it literally like fell off of a cliff because people were tired of buying plastic every year, tired of buying a bunch of new songs, just tired of buying a bunch of things. But those companies, as far as Activision and all of that, they made a ton of money in that time period, so I don't think they really regret anything. But either way, Harmonix is back with a brand new rhythm game, and they're kind of taking more of a gaming route to it. And a lot of people are saying if we can't get a new Rhythm Heaven from Nintendo, maybe this is the next best thing, kind of like Wii Sports mixed with Rhythm Heaven, mixed with Harmonix's own flair. So I'm excited to play this because I actually like Rock Band and all that. I just wasn't huge into buying all the different peripherals. But my buddy had it in college and I would play sometimes with them as far as the drums go. But I sucked at the guitar and other things. So I'm glad this one you can use a Pro Controller because I might be better at it than I was with Rock Band and that. So let me know what you guys think about this brand new game from Harmonix, Super Beat Sports, coming to Nintendo Switch this fall. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the last article here. EA is going on the bit of a defensive when it comes to FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch because they've been hearing what people have been saying as far as the no Frostbite engine and kind of what's going on with the game and why aren't they doing certain things, and they've come to the defense pretty much for the first time that I've remembered of a FIFA game on a Nintendo platform. So here's what they actually had to say on the matter. Here's the headline. EA says that FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch isn't a shitty second-rate game. Explains why it doesn't use Frostbite engine. This is coming from a Dream Team FC interview with EA's lead producer of FIFA 18 on the Switch. As much as we would have wanted to use Frostbite, you can't without making the whole engine work. We intentionally chose to do a custom engine because we felt that rather than try to get Frostbite running and end up having to downsize things and making it just smaller, lower quality version of the PS4 and Xbox One versions, we wanted this to be a FIFA that stands on its own 2 feet. We want people to recognize it and play it for what it is rather than saying, hey, you're getting the shitty second-rate game. There is a full FIFA that players will enjoy. The producer also talked about how the Nintendo Switch version is definitely a step up from the PS3 and 360 outings. Quote, if you put the 2 together, you won't recognize them. When you dock it and connect it to the TV, it's 1080p 60 frames per second. Gen 3, PS3, and Xbox 360 never ran like that. We're also using physics-based rendering, another thing that Gen 3 did not have. We're even putting icons in Ultimate Team. Gen 3 won't have these either. And it does seem like EA is taking FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch seriously. He also had something to add on top of that, saying, quote, the only thing I can tell you is that there's a big team of people working on this. It's being created in a very serious way. The gameplay, it's fun and different. So I guess it's good to see EA go on the defensive, but it's funny because it's kind of like they're damage controlling their own situation with the Nintendo Switch. They see how popular it is. They hype up Frostbite as if it's like the greatest thing since sliced bread, then say, oh, well, you know, it's going to be better without Frostbite because of this, this, and this. But then at the same time, they have to be careful because they even talk about how Frostbite just changes everything, although I don't believe them when it comes to Frostbite and as far as their engine goes. So it just seems like they didn't want to take the time to port in order to get the game running on the Nintendo Switch when it comes to using the Frostbite engine. The engine is scalable enough in my opinion. I don't feel that the engine is so much better than Unreal Engine 4, which is very good as well, and which can be used in a variety of different titles, and is also on the Nintendo Switch, in addition to the Snowdrop engine, which powers the Division from Ubisoft. So I do feel that if they really wanted to port it over, they could, if they can take the time to do so, and I think eventually they will. I just feel that they probably didn't have enough time from when the game actually started as far as development in order to get it out on time. And like he said, I mean, I guess you can kind of see where he's saying they'd have to downscale some certain things, whereas instead what they did was just say, hey, let's just make something completely fine-tuned for this system as far as the Nintendo Switch goes. And 1080p 60 frames per second, that's actually looking pretty good. He talked about some of the things that you couldn't do on Gen 3 as far as how EA calls Gen 3, so the 7th generation. So we talked about some of those things, and that's true because a lot of people were trying to say, oh, well, it's just the PS3 and 360 version. Really, that's it. You can just play the PS3 and 360 version portable. But that's not the case. They're doing some things, apparently, according to him, that you can't do on those systems. Plus, you have the 1080p 60, plus you have the portability factor. So I think a lot of people are going to be excited and interested in this version of FIFA. I myself do not play FIFA at all, but it'd be very cool for FIFA to do well on the Nintendo Switch, so EA sees the Nintendo Switch as a valuable asset to them, so we can get more games from them and continue to get that support that the other systems do get. So what do you guys think about his statements on FIFA? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page, pledge any tier, and be entered to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. Support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you again for the next video. Peace.